Welcome back. You with Expresso only on SABC3 as we get into our youth sport lineup. Much to the delight of schoolboy rugby fans, another long weekend of rugby festivals. A lot of the top Cape sides descending on Wynberg High to meet the challenge of some of the top Joburg schools. And what a festival it was. The touring help Makar had no reply for Rondebosch's big forwards and eventually lost 37-8. Saxon Wynberg managed wins in two very entertaining high-scoring games of rugby. A lot of talented youngsters in both of those teams, undoubtedly. Now, our cameras were there to catch some of the action. I loved it from the sidelines. Let's get a little bit of the highlights that came out on the day. Young Cameron Calder leading Sax to an incredible victory there, but some brilliant standout performances all the way around, some really big hits also being dished out. Very good to watch the boys getting stuck into that degree. But with close on 1,000 people at the event, quite a lot of logistics involved. We had a chat with one of the driving forces behind it, Peter van Skalkwyk.
It started in 2005, so it's the 7th year that we're doing it. It's just grown every year. Started off as sort of 6-7 schools that came down, and now it's just grown into something big with 57 teams. There's 760 players here, of which 380 are from Gauteng. It's always this weekend, except for last year, because Easter was at a different time last year, so we had to change things. But it's always been over the Freedom weekend, Workers' Day, long weekend.
Well done, Peter, and everyone involved in the Wynberg Festival who made it possible. A fantastic event, a great way to spend your Saturday. And of course, the tournament continues at Wynberg Boys High this afternoon. All of those teams in action again, and we're going to chat to some of our captains a little bit later. But now, love to see the fans getting stuck in, and there were tons there on the day. This is what they had to say.
What do you guys think of schoolboy rugby? Do you prefer watching Super 15 rugby or schoolboy rugby? Which is more exciting to watch? So who are you guys supporting here today? Now, are you supporting the team or are you supporting individuals in the team? And then compare the two, Super 15 rugby, schoolboy rugby. Which do you prefer watching?
Schoolboy!
Do you have another game on Monday?
Yes, sir. Who are you playing against?
St. Benedict. You're supposed to say it doesn't matter, we'll beat them anyway. Boys, good luck, man. I love the fact that
now I've got to get people to call me Sir in studio. It was so nice being called Sir for an entire day. Make sure you tune into our second youth sports slot at about 7:30 this morning. We're going to catch up with a couple of boys who featured in our studio interviews on Friday, Cameron being one of them. And that's a wrap of your youth sport for now. We'll be back talking about the Manchester Derby a little bit later this morning. That's just after 7 o'clock. Ewan is standing by. Welcome back to your youth sports here on Expresso, only on SABC3. We now swing our attention to Kimberley and the fields of Diamantveld Hoërskool, where South Africa's top rugby schools continue to do battle today in the Wilde Klawe Rugby Fest. Unbelievable opening day of results. Oakdale in a thriller with Monash 14-19, the final score there. Paul Roos and Maritzburg College, I don't think anyone expected that one to go down to the wire. Paul Roos continued their dominance. Saw some fantastic performances from a lot of our top 20 schools. Grey High beating out the challenge of Waterkloof 37-20. Boland Landbou, an incredible side this year. They beat out HTS Middelburg 37-22. And Diamantveld hosting Outeniqua 17-16. An incredible performance there. And of course, the tournament continues later today. Get out there and support your local school sides if you can. Now, we caught up with two of the captains who were in studio on Friday, throwing forward to the Wynberg Boys Rugby Festival, which was a massive success on day one. They were both victorious on Saturday. Let's catch up with our captains.
How are you feeling? You guys seem to be holding yourself to a very high standard. How do you feel about the performance?
I think we started off well, we played to our structure, but towards the end, towards the second half, we didn't play that well. We started losing focus. and we slipped one try at the end, but otherwise good victory.
What do you think worked for you guys today?
I think definitely the second half, the wind. We played with the wind and we played downhill. I think we kicked well. I think we just played in their territory instead of ours.
Great stand-up performance from you, the captain, but you must be proud of your team today, man.
Yeah, I don't think we were expecting such a big win, but I think we pulled through in the end.
They seem to fight back a bit in the second half. The first half, you guys dominated.
Yeah, I think always with the wind, it's a good lead at the start, and then in the second half, we just slowed it down and slowly scored the points.
Slowly, didn't look like that, bro. You scored some fantastic points yourself. A great scrummies try there. How did that feel?
Yeah, it felt great. It's always nice to break off the blind side and score a try, but I think the rest of the team did it for me.
Cameron Calder, he was trying to be modest on the day, but that young man is a name to watch. Thank you so much to all of the teams that contributed on the day, and well done to the Wynberg Boys organisers. Fantastic day, and of course you can live it all again today, so get down there and support. Now we'd love to hear from you guys. Tweet us, post your videos and your pictures on Facebook. We want to hear about the school sports that are on the top of your list. And you can send us your videos, any of your pictures. We'd love to take them in at Expresso Show. That's at Expresso Show is our Twitter handle. But thank you so much. What an unbelievable day of youth sport in general. And that's a wrap of your sports for this Monday morning. And of course, do it all over again on Wednesday.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3. Stay with Expresso and SABC3.